Those are cute. Those ones look.
Stop shopping. Stop shopping.
Stop shopping.
Hello.
Oh, yep. Looks
Do we
like it's
have
working.
live liftoff? First of all, I'd like to say I was thinking on my way, because we're in Natalia's hotel room. Thank you very much. I was thinking that as you age, the words for all the things that go wrong with you are very nasty. They're derogatory. Like, what did you call my mole?
A seborrheic wart.
No, that's not what you called it. You called a warty growth.
A warty growth.
A warty growth.
Of aging. But that's legitimately what it is.
Yeah, it might be. But do young people have those?
Yes, I have one. Here.
You have a warty growth?
Yeah, I have a beginning. Oh no, it's on the side. The start of one. It's here, and I also have one on my arm. It's here. See, there's one.
Oh, did you you did it? You did that one? Or you didn't
no,
do
I
that
picked it off.
Don't do that. Don't tell people to do that.
You can do that with these ones, but it's come back. They don't go away completely.
Right.
So,
okay.
People love you.
First of all.
Yeah.
Not first of all, because we already did first of all.
Yeah.
Hello, Greenland.
Oh, Greenland.
That's bucket list.
Go there.
Turkey bucket list.
Yes. Good morning, Amanda and NYC.
Somebody said that they wanted to ask about veins. Why are some people more veiny? Why can you see the veins through the skin more on some people than others?
On the face or on the body? On the face.
I think generally.
Yeah. So it usually has to do with amount of fat on your face, and as you get older, you lose fat on your face. So like, my forehead's quite veiny, and you have
mine is getting
veiny.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just hello from Boston. Hello Boston. It's due to just body fat change as you get older, and usually if you lose a lot of body fat from your face never recovers from that. Like my forehead's ever since I got really lean once for a competition in 2018 or 17, my forehead's never recovered from that. I've always had this forehead with all these veins.
So is it to do with the thickness of your skin on your hands?
No, it has to do with fat in your skin. So if you look at people with plumper hands, they won't have as many veins. So it's just fat. It has to do with fat because the veins sit deep, like in the subcutaneous tissue.
So the fattier are the few above.
Fewer visible veins you have.
Veins.
Yeah, in your hands and in your face.
So it's to do with fat layers in your skin.
And how your fat is kind of moved around. So yeah.
Brazil, another bucket list.
I'm going to Rio in August, Adriana.
Yes, and I'm thinking of
You're
going
thinking too. So we might be in
I'm going
Rio.
to, what's it called when you, not photobomb?
Trip bomb?
Trip bomb. Trip bomb.
I don't think that's a real thing.
No.
Trip bomb. Well, we can't read Arabic.
Right, and then the next thing.
Yes.
So that was one thing. The other thing, which you're probably not going to be able to help with, but somebody said that they're really, really, really skinny.
Yeah.
And they feels like their heart, that they can feel their heart beating.
Yes.
A lot. Do you know what I
mean? Because your heart, you should feel your heart.
It's quite hard for me to find my.
It's actually on the left side. It's here.
I know where it is, but I find it hard to find it. Whereas she said she can absolutely feel it wherever.
I think that doesn't really have to do with skinniness, but rather of the way kind of your heart muscle contracting. So like, she may have a larger left ventricle. I mean, I'm not a cardiologist. A little bit outside my field.
I still thought you might know.
Yeah, but maybe her heart's just bigger. Someone's in Salem, Massachusetts. Hello.
Right, that's in my bio, by the way, my age. This came from Sweaty Betty. It's one of my favourite t-shirts. That was one of the questions that was asked.
Looks like a J. Crew t-shirt. Okay.
Hair care.
Hair care.
That was one of the other questions.
I'm
using Head and Shoulders at the moment. Occasionally I'll use Fanola.
Why are you using Head and Shoulders?
I can't remember why I bought it, but I quite like it.
Do you have dandruff?
I have no.
No.
But it's quite a nice shampoo. I mean, I've used it. Only 5 years ago I used it, and I just bought it.
Yeah, before I started using the Fusion anti-dandruff shampoo, I was using Head and Shoulders because I still get a bit of you can see the redness on my forehead.
I want to see what's it saying.
How to
get rid of the warty growth. The warty growth, which doesn't look at all warty. It's completely
because it's
flat.
So you can have flat ones. This is a flat one. It's a flat seborrheic keratoses. I have a flat one here somewhere, and then this is a flat one as well. So you get rid of them with cryotherapy. So we were gonna do cryo to yours, but we'll wait until I come back because.
But I had a fashion show.
You had a fashion show, though you had sleeves on.
No, I
Oh, no,
also
was
had a
it-
cape.
Oh, was it? It's okay.
Batman.
Is it in your stories?
I'm waiting to find an amazing picture
Yeah,
for
and
as a
it-
post.
Because Caroline looked amazing. It was not a wedding dress, or no, it was.
It was a wedding dress.
It was, she was in a wedding dress, and it was beautiful.
Oh, my necklaces. Yes,
Oh,
I'm going to
yes.
start selling them.
Where are we talking
Yes.
about the necklaces? So
Yes.
there's 3 necklaces here.
Yes.
There's a tennis bracelet necklace. There's
Yes.
a necklace with little round diamonds, and then the star one,
Yeah,
and with the M on it. So you can have any letter you want.
but this isn't the selling channel.
This isn't the selling channel.
It will be launching soon. Oh, talk about selling channel.
Oh, yes, my book. So my book is available for pre-order. This is all about selling today. This is QVC, but it's
It's our own,
CN. Yeah. Anyway,
CNN.
so yes,
CN.
CNN selling channel. So yes, I have a book. It's called Skintelligent: What You Really Need to Know to Get Great Skin, and you can pre-order it now on Amazon, Book Depository, all those other places you can order books from. There's a link in my bio, not in Caroline's bio, in mine. So you'd have to find it there. But yeah, so it's gonna launch. It's gonna be available from the 7th of July.
Honest skincare.
Honest skincare.
Hands.
Oh,
Is there
yeah,
anything you
hands.
can do about hands? Sometimes the veins are more pronounced.
So
Do you
I've
think
done.
it's more pronounced as you get older? Yes, because your skin
Yeah,
gets
because your
thinner.
skin. Well, no, it's because you lose fat in the hands.
Right.
So
Oh, your skin doesn't get thinner.
oh, talk about your book. Thanks, Chris. How long did it take to put together? It took.
Hang on, we're talking about my question.
Okay, we'll come back, Chris. We'll come back to the book. So the question, but we did Profilo to your hands and it didn't help.
Oh,
It maybe a little bit. So
I think it did.
we
a
put some
little bit.
filler into Caroline's hands to try to plump up the skin to make the veins less visible, but it didn't really help that much. So I don't think there's not a lot you can do for the veiny hand syndrome problem.
But you can filler. A lot of people are doing filler in their
But we
hands.
did filler in your hands.
That's not. No, I think
Oh, we can do
different
like
thicker filler
yeah,
than
we do,
Profilo.
people do Sculptra, which is like a more permanent filler. We can try a thicker filler like Voluma. The risk is always that you're going to inject it into a vessel,
Oh, let's not do that.
and you
then.
cause some problems there.
No, that
Ooh,
would
do
be
you want to talk
silly.
about my book? Can you talk about skincare? That's what we're meant to be talking about.
Yeah.
Please talk about how we. So
Talk about how to keep your face, youthful.
Well, just going back to what Chris was asking. So it took me over 2 years to. No, it took me about 2 years of research to gather all the info for the book, and it took me about 6 weeks to write it. Is it 6 weeks of?
Yeah,
Torture?
but literally you took time off work.
Yeah, I
and
it's just sat in front of my computer.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to visit. But
No,
actually, I think I did
and you did
visit
visit.
in the middle.
And I had days where I was like, I cannot write anything, and I hate this, and what am I doing? And there were days where it just flowed, and then I was able to finish it on time by the deadline. So
You're such a workaholic.
I'm a workaholic.
Yeah.
I basically worked very little in September and October, so I could write the book,
And you did.
and I did, and it was very stressful. Please talk. How we keep your how do you keep your face youthful? Well, I think that's directed at you.
What, because you don't.
Well, I don't think
You look
people-
so
I
young.
look so young. Well, I stay out of the sun, and you are much better at that than I am. Caroline's much better at avoiding the sun than I am. You are way better
Because
at
I've
wearing
been
the hat.
working so,
So hard,
hard
yes,
on my
that's
face.
true.
It just seems so
So
silly
to turn around,
Yeah.
just do it again. I mean, I remember when I first met Caroline, you had lots of sun damage. I remember saying
lot.
to you, I was like, "Do you want to do something about that sun damage?" On your... I think I said something like that to you.
Yeah.
Like, would you like to try something? And you were like, "What sun damage?"
Yeah, what's on that? I just
What are
have
you
a
talking
lovely
about?
tanned face.
Yeah, I have tan. What are you talking? I'm like, no, that's not a tan. But yeah, so we stay out of the sun. Caroline is better at it than I am. She wears her hat all the time.
Yeah.
While
I'm not
driving.
great at sunscreen, I have to say.
No, but you're really
But I
good
do
at the
wear a
hat,
tan
and the
hat,
hat's more
yeah.
important. So the hat's really important. Like she wouldn't go outside today because there was no shady place for her to wait for the car.
Yeah.
As it is in Dubai, there's a problem with it.
Yeah.
Shade.
Yeah.
So stay out of the sun. That's your number one thing. And the second thing would be don't smoke.
If you're going to say retinoid as one of the next
Tretinoid.
ones,
Yeah.
is that because it sloughs off the dead skin?
No.
Why? What does it do?
So it does a couple different things, but the main thing is through a complex mechanism, which is explained in the book, by the way,
Okay, do you not want to tell
fully
us? then?
explained. Yeah, no, I will. It does. The explanation I give on Instagram isn't as good as the written explanation in the book,
Of
for
course.
obvious reasons.
Right.
And it's fully referenced in the book as well. Just FYI. Anyway, so mainly it stops collagen from breaking down. So it doesn't slough off the skin per se, but it does cause that to happen at the beginning. But it helps with collagen, and it helps treat for the treatment of fine lines. So that's how we think it works. Caroline's doing something to the screen.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's what we think it does. Caroline loves. We really want to come to Istanbul. By the
Please
way.
repeat. I love
love
Turkey. I do. Well, I don't know. I've never been
We've
there.
never been
but
there. I
it
like
was on our
Turkish
bucket list.
food though.
But what are we talking? You're not supposed to be talking
Oh, sorry.
about that. You were saying
Sorry.
this resin, so it doesn't slough off dead skin.
No, it does. And initially, when you use it, because it's an exfoliator, it's an acid, just like your,
Right.
glycolics or whatever.
And that makes you look younger because.
Well, it just makes your skin look smoother temporarily. So that's fine, but that's not how tretinoin works as anti-aging. So as anti-aging, it does things to the collagen. It affects the enzymes which break down collagen, which are called matrix metalloproteinases. Yeah, it does things like that. So that's how it treats fine lines. Yes.
Right. So your skin will look better if you use tretinoin.
Correct. And there's
long term.
lots of people who are potentially watching this who have had that experience. So you've used tretinoin, and you notice that your fine lines have improved, your texture's improved. Kind of as you age as well, you develop kind of what you call orange peel texture.
Yes.
This kind of textural problem around the lower face primarily. Enlarged pores, that's also a sign of aging. So there's lots
My
of,
pores are so much.
they are so tiny.
better.
Yeah, your little hair follicles are just so small. You barely have any sebaceous filaments on your nose now.
And I used to have quite big ones.
I don't remember that.
I do.
Okay. But Caroline has great skin, obviously.
Thanks to you.
Yeah.
Somebody also messaged me. Well, first of all, let's do that. How can I strengthen weak skin barrier?
So this is kind of a misnomer, this idea that you have a weak skin barrier. So
What is that?
yeah, that's a good question. Again, fully explained in the book, just FYI, just totally I went bananas on the skin barrier concept because it's so confusing and it needs to be explained properly. So I'm not going to be able to explain it properly here because it's such a huge concept. But basically, your skin barrier is your stratum corneum, so the very top of the skin.
What makes it waterproof?
It makes it waterproof, so it stops things from coming in and stops things from coming out. So that's what you need, that skin barrier, to function like that. Unless you have an actual skin disease, so unless you have acne vulgaris, sometimes rosacea, proper good-going eczema, psoriasis, whatever, your skin barrier is just fine. So you don't have a weak skin barrier if you have normal skin. But if you have a skin disease, the only way to strengthen the skin barrier is to correct the skin problem, because the skin problem causes the barrier to be broken down. Like eczema is a broken down skin barrier which allows too much water loss, and then it creates inflammation in the skin which leads to itchiness, and that's the problem. So you don't have a weak skin barrier unless you have a skin problem, which you may do. I don't know.
Excellent.
There you
Nice
go.
to know you've written all about that.
Yeah, I've written all about
What cream can you use? I have been using Neostrata
Yes, you
because
have.
I said that I would try that out
Yes.
for a couple of months, and
You
I've
liked it?
liked it. Yeah, it has done me well.
Yeah.
I'd say.
You used to use glycolic for me in the morning. Use the glycolic hydroquinone. Didn't you use that from Fusion?
I can't remember
I
if
don't
I
remember.
used
I
that.
think you did at one point. So yeah, glycolic is quite good at.
Is that one of the ingredients in the Neostrata?
In the yes. So the main ingredient in all those Neostrata products is acids. So that's what they're known for. So Neostrata is known for acids. That's why I like their product for. Not that I'm.
Body cream.
Their body cream. So the only product I ever recommend from Neostrata, and this is not a paid promotion, I'm not told to say this, is the skin smoothing lotion AHA 15, and I use that for keratosis pilaris, like on the back of the hands, the back of the arms even, butt acne,
Butt acne.
which is actually folliculitis. So butt acne isn't real acne, but you don't get butt acne.
No.
I sometimes do.
I think
Just so everyone knows.
It happens at certain times. So if you wear if you go to the beach a lot and you wear a wet
Yeah.
bikini for periods of time, then you can get
Yes.
a spum, we call it in our
A
house.
spum.
A spotty bum.
A spotty bum. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Spum.
Yeah, spum. It's a
Yeah.
spum. So, I sit a lot at work, and so sometimes like the friction and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever, I get spum as well. And the Neostrata works really well to correct that. So, so anyway, can hydrocortisone calm inflammation of acne folliculitis? So this is quite a complicated one because yes, in the short term it can do, but in the long run, if you continue to use topical steroids on your skin, like for acne folliculitis, you just make it worse because it is an immunosuppressant as well. So and it can drive acne. So I wouldn't recommend using hydrocortisone on acne, basically,
Right.
or folliculitis. Does IPO work for rosacea, broken veins? So it can do with the right technician. So I'm actually going to be meeting someone who, a beautician who is apparently amazing at IPL in a few weeks in London. And she is going to show me how she does it because apparently she's very good at it. Because it is technician dependent.
What is an IPL?
An intense pulse light. It's not a laser, it's like the whole spectrum of light. And this lady, her name is
So it's light
Sonia.
therapy.
No, it's IPL, so it's like a laser. You've had IPL. I'm almost certain you've had IPL. So IPL is like laser facials.
I haven't had a facial for so long
That's
because
true.
you always tell me not to have
you.
a facial.
But I'm sure you've had a laser facial.
And in
once.
fact, I booked a facial for when you're away, and
That's
now
good.
I've cancelled it.
Oh, but I told you you could.
No, I
told
chickened
you
out
could.
though because my skin is so good at the moment. I don't want to bother
Yeah,
it.
no, but you don't need a facial. I mean, you don't need, no.
But facials are so lovely.
Yes, just get a massage. How many sessions of the cryo to get rid of H spots on the legs? Okay, so I wouldn't use it on the legs. And
Oh, would you not?
No.
I was gonna show you my
we can.
warty. My warty
You have a
bits
warty
on my
growth on the legs. I mean,
Yes.
you do have one on the leg.
Yes.
The reason I don't do it on the leg is because the leg heals really slowly. So
Interesting.
the risk of poor wound healing on the knee below is very, very high. So I never use cryotherapy.
Because you'd end up with a white spot, a white
You'd end up with
warty.
yeah, possibly, but you probably end up with a non-healing lesion.
Oh no!
Yeah, it takes an age. Even in younger people, you can have problems with cryotherapy below the knee. So it's something that I never do. So I wouldn't treat them on the leg with cryo.
Is
but-
there anything else? So you have to have warty growths on your legs.
I mean, they're not that bad. They're just usually these darker. I mean, the thigh is okay. We can do that one. I mean,
But
I could
not on your
I could
calves.
gently spritz it. Like I'd be very gentle with
Spritz it.
spritz it because you don't. These would just need gentle spritzing.
Okay, we will show the spritzing.
Yeah, we'll do the spritzing.
That'll
at
be
some
in
point.
May,
Yeah, that'll be in May.
right? When did you start playing sports at school?
I did not do any sports in school.
No, because you were studying all the time.
Yeah.
Can CO2 help with rough, bumpy texture?
Yes, yes, it can. It helps.
Do you think I should do my chin again?
Yeah, we can do it again. I have a new machine.
Will it help?
Yeah.
And do I have to go deep?
No. Yes. I'd have to bleed.
Oh,
We can do it, but we would because this is you have a distinct kind of line of separation between this part of
that
your face
skin
and
and
this.
that I do.
Yeah, so we could literally just do the chin. I mean, you'd look a bit stupid. Hopefully, we'll still be wearing masks. Hopefully, we'll still be wearing masks at that
Why are
point.
you still wearing a mask? Because I have a
That's-
scabby chin.
Because we could also do your upper lip as well here and just go. Because like literally, there's
I
like
really
a
am
line.
going to look stupid.
There's like a line of texture change.
There is.
Yeah.
I
What about
know.
below your chin? Oh no, it's literally just here.
Yeah.
So we could literally
that's
just
all
do
sun
the
damage,
muzzle.
right?
Yeah.
My muzzle. Full of the words today. Is cucumber effect on? Is effective on
Like
eyes?
to
Good
reduce
question.
what swelling.
Well, you
Or-
know, when you used to have a facial back in the day,
Oh yeah,
you
the
put a
cucumbers
cucumber
on
on
your eyes.
your eyes.
I don't think it does
Cooling
anything.
effect.
Maybe cooling.
And it smells great.
Does it? Cucumber?
Yes, I love the smell of cucumber. So not
I
really.
don't even like you. I love that the book is your. Yes, Lindsay. There's over 400 references. You can go crazy with the references. Like it's just nuts. The publisher had a fun time with that too.
There's so much Arabic going
Yeah, guys,
on
we
here.
don't speak Arabic. I'm so sorry. We need to learn
I
though.
hope they're not being
Mean.
horrible, mean.
Oh,
Um,
OnlyFans. Do you know
What is that? What is OnlyFans?
Okay,
Somebody
so-
keeps talking about
So
that.
OnlyFans, I know this because I watch The Real Housewives. So OnlyFans is a website, or sorry, it's like it's kind of like No, it's not like Tinder, is it? It's a app where you can pay to communicate with celebrities. Is that right? That's what it is, isn't it? OnlyFans. That's what it is. I'm pretty
But don't
sure.
you communicate by DM?
No. So you pay for what you want. So basically, what is it? So you have to be a famous person.
Okay.
Is an internet content subscription service based on content creators can earn money from users who subscribe to their content, their fans.
Yeah.
So
okay, let's change the
A
subject.
content creator, which is basically the
Okay. I think that's not
It's
for
not
either of us.
For either of us. When are you back in London? On Monday.
Monday.
My
Yeah.
clinic is a little bit jam packed on Monday.
We're losing her. How did you meet? I met Dr. Natalia at King's College Hospital. It sounds like a dating thing,
Yes.
doesn't it? A couple
King's
of
College
years
Hospital
ago, when I came to see you about
Was a mole.
a mole.
The mole in your arm.
Not the
Not that new
warty one.
Another mole.
This one.
Oh, that one, which has always
Yeah.
been benign ever since.
Yes.
So, and that was
And that's
fun.
how we met.
That
And
was
I quite liked you.
Yeah, I liked you too. And I was like, do you want me to treat this thing going on here? And you were like, what thing?
Yeah.
For
Yeah, and
being-
in fact, you did a mole check, didn't you?
I did a mole check. So how did we
Yeah.
go from being patient art to best friends? You know, that's a hard trend. I don't know, actually, because that's not a normal thing.
No.
Patient doctor.
I liked your company and...
Yeah, I like your company too. I don't really know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It just happened.
It just happened.
Like
But
friendships do, I guess.
I think, like, with Caroline's never had a real skin problem.
I
Like,
thought you were going to say Caroline's never had a real friend.
that too. No, she never had a real skin problem. So, like, if you had a serious medical condition, it would
Then
have
we
been
probably
slightly
wouldn't be
different.
friends.
No, because like there
I
is.
can't be friends with you.
Yes.
Because you are sick.
Well, no, because I'm your doctor, so I have to stay impartial. So I'm not your doctor anymore, really. But if you had a serious problem, like I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, Samantha. So it's a little bit.
Hello, Samantha.
Samantha, it is a little bit difficult if someone has a real medical problem, because then that can get very difficult.
Yes. True.
Helps
true.
with collagen.
And
What
I
do you
also
mean?
work at King's too.
Oh, that's
I'm
the
an
other thing.
ambassador for
She's an
King's,
ambassador
so
for
I'm in
King's.
and out a lot.
What do you mean helps with collagen? It stops collagen from being broken down. So this
What
is the
were
question
we
about
on?
tretinoin. That's what this
Tretinoin.
person's asking. So it helps. It
It
stops.
stops collagen being broken down.
Correct.
Because you lose collagen as you age.
Not you don't lose it, but it gets broken down more as you get older. So I guess you do lose it by okay, fine. Lose is the word we're gonna use. Doc, in your opinion, why do so many dermatologists say not to put Vaseline over Tret? I love it, game changer. Seriously, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Lindsay. Why do they say that? And this is gonna sound very bitchy, but I'm just gonna say it.
Go on then.
Because they just don't know what they're talking about. So that's why. Oh, just keep dropping my scrunchie.
I love when you say, I'm right.
It's because I'm right.
Because I'm right.
And
But that's what you want. You want to work with somebody who believes that.
I
don't
mean,
you?
that's the thing. I know. Why do they say it doesn't? I don't know. Like, I don't know. People don't read papers. Okay,
Yeah, and you spend a lot of time.
I
reading
spend a lot of
papers.
time reading.
You should see the paperwork in her house. She has stacks of
Yeah,
books.
that was
and
all
stacks
for
of
the
papers.
book. That was for the book. If someone can't get isotretinoin, what is your go-to topical treatment for the quickest result? So I think you mean oral isotretinoin. It would be
So that would be called.
tretinoin. Would be oral.
No, the oral one
it's
is
Roaccutane.
Roaccutane.
Go-to topical treatment for the quickest result for acne, I would probably say Epiduo gel if you can tolerate using it, because it's a very strong cream. So benzoyl peroxide with adapalene, that's the strongest topical we have for acne. But it doesn't. I mean, quick isn't not the right terminology, but
Yeah, because it's got to be long term.
yeah. So
But can you buy that?
yes, no, not in the UK. You need a prescription only. But here you can
Right.
buy it.
Right. Okay.
You can buy everything in Dubai.
What
mascara
mascara
do you
do I use? I think it's got two ends. I think it might be Huda Beauty. DM me and I'll tell you. I'll send you a
do you
picture
have
of it.
you used the same mascara for years?
No, I have so many mascaras,
Yeah, you have so many mascaras.
and I rotate them actually.
I
I
use-
love Charlotte Tilbury.
Okay, I've always used the same mascara. I've used the same mascara for about over 10 years.
Not the same one.
No, not
hope.
the same wand. Every year I
Not
buy
the
a new
same
one.
wand.
Not the same one. No,
Um,
every 3 months I buy a new
And
one.
what is that?
It's Dior Show.
Do you know so many makeup
Always.
artists still use Max Factor?
Yeah.
It's so
yes.
they've got to be one of the best because they know
I didn't-
mascara.
I didn't like MAC when I've tried them before. Like I tried
Have you?
mascara. I've never tried Charlotte Tilbury, but I like Dior Show, and I've literally used the same Dior Show for like literally over a decade.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I've never tried any.
customer.
I've stopped using anything else. I'm very loyal. I'm like a
But-
dog.
I do use lash serum, which makes my lashes very long.
Very long, and I can't use it.
Can people with very sensitive use it?
Yeah, but you have to just whack
What are we
down
back
the
on the tretinoin?
whack down the strength, and you take it slow. Please give advice about old acne blemishes post Accutane. Yeah, so it depends what kind of acne blemishes you're talking about. Is it pigmentation? Is it redness? Is it indented scarring? And that will change how you manage it. Best treatment for the 11. I think she means these glabellar lines. Botox.
I've never heard that before.
The 11
what
o'clock,
a great
like the 2 lines.
word.
Yeah, 11.
Name.
11s is, but that's also the name of a cookie, a
What?
biscuit. 11s is like a
11
brownie
that's a
or
cup of
something.
coffee and a
Oh,
biscuit.
is that a British thing? But there's
Yes.
okay, anyway. Yes, Botox.
11 o'clock. Botox. Yeah,
Botox.
definitely.
Please link the book in your bio. Oh,
Yes.
my
I
book
will.
in your bio.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How do you
I'll
keep
probably
your
do that.
forehead tight? Please talk to me. Please talk to me. How do you keep your forehead tight? Botox.
Botox. You sometimes talk about the vehicle Tret is in. What's the best vehicle for a compounding chemist to use?
So
Good
it's
question.
it's the vehicle that they get for tretinoin. So it's not like so vehicles are made specifically for specific medicines. So if you look at there's companies that make vehicles as in creams.
Yes.
For medicines.
Yes.
So and they have these huge charts, and they basically have all their different vehicle bases listed at the top, vehicles, and then they have all the drugs listed on the side, and then you have to kind of match what kind of cream you want with the drug to see if they can be combined.
Right, but not everybody's going to use the same vehicle.
Yeah, but
it's trial and error.
True. Well, sort of, but it's about 90% of the compounding labs in the world use Fargon, which is the company, and I have their little chart. So then you don't really get to choose because it's just like tretinoin will only be able to be mixed with these.
Color-coded.
Yeah, and then if you want tretinoin hydroquinone, then it's another different vehicle.
Right.
So it depends on the company they're getting their vehicles from. Fusion makes their own.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
We like Fusion.
We like Fusion. So Hassan is the head chemist over there, and he decides and he creates the
vehicles.
The vehicles.
It's quite funny. Natalia also calls lettuce leaves vehicles.
Rice cakes.
Rice cakes. Anything that gets food into her mouth.
On like a boat.
On a boat.
So like a rice cake is a vehicle for
It's a vehicle.
various other things like eggs, if you want something crunchy, things like that. Can hydrocortisone calm acne? No, Jill. No, it cannot. Well,
Hydroquinone cannot calm.
yes,
acne.
correct. Those are all pointed at you.
Uh,
From Kuwait. Oh, we want to go to Kuwait.
Yes, we
We
do.
want to go to Panama.
Oh, by the way, Kuwait. Do you know if my picture is still on the billboards on the flyovers?
Oh, it was on the billboards on the flyovers?
Yes.
I didn't realize
If
that.
anybody's in Kuwait, can you let me know if my picture is still being used illegally, please?
We should go take a photograph.
CeraVe smoothing cream works well for bum spots, etc., and it's cheap.
Oh yeah, because that has salicylic acid in it. That's why it works.
Counting down the days for my consultation with Natalia in
Oh,
April.
fantastic!
You should be
Can't wait to meet
excited.
you. How do you keep your forehead down? We talked
We
about
did
that.
that
Botox.
one.
If
Are
you
you
know the
familiar
schema,
Yes, Environ.
yes, I know
South
all about
African.
Environ. Yeah, Environ. Is it a safe brand? Well, if it's sold as a cosmetic product, I can pretty much guarantee you that it's safe. So I don't know what you mean by safe. Like whether you mean like
I've
For the
only ever
environment?
heard
good,
good
things about Environ. Yeah,
I mean, like 20 years ago.
yeah, it's been around for decades.
Yeah.
I mean, safe is probably not the right term. Someone can't take Accutane. What would be your go-to topical for quick? Oh yeah, Ibuduo gel. I just have IP on my hands. Oh, Margot, let us know how it goes.
Oh yes, Marco.
My doctor prescribed a trial with Effudix in my bottom lip, and it looks scary. What can I use when it becomes raw crusty? Want to be prepared. So Effudix
What's that?
is a chemotherapy cream to treat actinic keratoses or sun damage, like proper, not the kind of sun damage you get. No, like actual like keratoses. So when it's red and scaly and you can see the spots, that's called actinic keratoses. And Effudix is by far the best treatment for that problem. But it does make your skin very red and inflamed. You need to talk to your doctor because they'll tell you, he or she will tell you what he or she wants you to use. So generally I advise people not to do anything when it becomes raw or crusty because that's the drug working. But if you're really struggling, you have to talk to your doctor. I can't suggest a prescription medicine via Instagram like that. I'm sorry.
Right. But that's the normal process.
Correct. It should become raw and crusty.
So you then have to heal your skin after that.
It will heal on its own.
Right.
You don't actually have that type of sun damage. So this kind of sun damage I'm talking about with Caroline was really pigmentation, and that's the issue. Oh, we finished.
Hypomelanosis.
So those are what I think you're referring to as idiopathic guttate hypomelanosis, which are idiopathic meaning they happen for no reason. Guttate means they look like teardrops. So guttate is Latin for teardrops. And they occur on people with sun damage. So let me see your arms. Yeah, you have them too. These white dots.
My white dots.
The white dots. I have them
My
too.
aging.
Yeah, I have them. There's one there.
I have many
You
on
have
my
the
legs.
Yeah, they're extremely common, and they happen to everyone who's ever been in the sun and who's Caucasian. You love them, yeah.
Yeah. I
So
have
she loves them, and there's no treatment for them. I'm so sorry.
No treatment.
No.
I think you should go into research.
Okay.
Seriously,
No,
there's
thank
so
you.
many things that need to be fixed.
Yeah, like dark under eye circles.
Dark under eye circles.
That's my first-
White spots, warty growth.
Warty growths, we cry out.
We have something.
I think my number one thing is going to be the under eye circles. If I can find a solution for that, that'd be pretty amazing. What do you think of adapalene gel, please, for both acne and anti-aging? I think if it's your only option and you have both acne and like fine lines, then adapalene is fine. I would still prefer tretinoin, and I always say that, and I say it in the book as well. I will always go back to tretinoin because it has the most evidence behind it. It's been around the longest. Adapalene is relatively new compared to tretinoin, so I prefer.
Is that over
tretinoin.
the counter?
No. Well, no. So it is in the States and it is here. So you can actually get adapalene over the counter at like drugstores in the States.
Is there a non-surgical treatment for sagging jaw?
No.
There isn't. There are treatments that say that they
can
are.
do that. Yeah.
And interestingly, what I've learned from speaking to you so often is that you go for your treatment, and because there is swelling,
Yes.
it looks like.
There's improvement.
So they hand you in the mirror, and you go, oh, wow,
Wow.
that's so different. That looks great. And then it goes back
Goes
to
away.
normal. So really, the only thing long term is a facelift, a lower facelift.
And you know what's interesting is that like if I do this to my face, I definitely look better, like that.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna have a facelift yet.
No, you're too young.
I'm too young. But I like everyone looks
Never
better
say
when I
never.
do this. Everyone. Please send me the name of your friend's book. Oh yes. No problem. Do you know that person?
No.
Eliza Bell. It's quite a long name. Rent as a eyelash serum. So
Blink.
yeah, I've done that's just been Matterprost. I've done a video that's going to come shortly on my feed about these prostaglandin inhibitors being put in cosmetic products like Revitalash. So
God, do you know how expensive that stuff
yeah,
is?
and it has.
The stuff I use costs, what, £20?
I can.
Or
Yeah, I
something?
prescribed 3 bottles for £24.
Actually, very good.
But so Revitalash has a prostaglandin inhibitor in it. So the EU, someone sent me this document recently, actually through DM, that the EU did. The EU, what's it called? The drug, whatever it is, regulating body of the European Union, did a big like overview of this, and they're like, should we allow these products to be sold commercially, cosmetically, and they shouldn't be allowed. So I think Revitalash is gonna be taken off the market at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, stock
So
up,
stock-
everybody.
But
I think
yeah.
so. Somebody think that we are spouses.
I
Or do you
think he's
that's
talking about David,
about David.
because you guys do videos together.
We're friends.
So yeah, Kuwait is amazing. Yeah, we need to go. Yes, inspirational. You're inspirational. How does benzoyl peroxide work? It works almost like an antibiotic works. So it's an oxidizing agent, and so it oxidizes bacteria. That's how it works. Benzoyl peroxide. I thought they were talking about hair, but that's not called benzoyl peroxide. That's hydrogen peroxide. Right?
Hydrogen. Is that safe, hydrogen peroxide?
I don't know. Is the collagen wave treatment any good? Collagen wave treatment for hair or for skin? I don't know what that is.
I would imagine it'll be
For skin? Can dryness, irritation, allergies cause a sudden increase in oil? No, but it can give you the impression that you have an increase in oil. But no, because oil secretion is really regulated by androgens or your hormones. Is animal collagen better or marine? I would say neither. If you're looking at supplements, don't bother.
There's so many people who still believe in collagen, though.
I don't know
The
why.
Brazilian doctor I saw recently, he swore by collagen.
Does he sell it?
No, I think he
Yeah.
was telling me of a brand to go and
Right.
buy.
I don't know. It's a bit weird. I don't really know why people are. It doesn't make any logical sense. But anyway, neck treatment, Kybella, absolutely not. So Dr. Subio did a really great post about Kybella injections. That's the fat dissolving injections for the under the chin. You looked at that just this morning.
Yeah.
So no, definitely don't do that. Can shiny skin be caused by overexfoliation? Only on activity using cleanser. Shiny skin be caused by overexfoliation.
You know when your skin looks so shiny after you've washed it sometimes?
yeah,
so shiny,
that's
it's
just
like-
because it's smooth.
It looks great.
Yeah, you have shiny skin. It's
Sometimes.
due to overexfoliation. No, but it could be due to the Roaccutane you're taking because that does change your skin texture.
Yeah, it's definitely not over exfoliation because I don't
Exfoliate. Do you like to travel? Yes, we want to go to Iran as well. That's on our list. Is collagen good or
Good or
bad? I mean,
bad?
it's neither. What's serum for eyeliner? What are we talking about? Caroline, you are. Do you do fillers on the hands for fat loss? I don't. I can do it, but I don't do it. But there's no good reason why I don't. I just haven't had anyone who asked for it.
Jill.
So how long after CO2 do you see results in bumpy texture? Like, pretty quickly, like within a week or two. I mean, the textural change happens fast.
When I did the light version,
Yeah.
I could see the little squares on my face.
Yes.
But it was light. It was great. My skin looked fantastic
do a light again.
afterwards. The second time, the deep version, felt like it took forever
It was about a week.
to heal. No, it was longer
Was
than
that?
that.
We can do a light on your chin.
No, we're good. We have to go deep. If we're gonna
Oh.
do it, we're gonna go deep.
Because I can do light on the rest of your face. Then.
So it depends how deep you go.
Yeah, it does depend. It depends on your skin. I would usually say recovery is about a week.
I think also you were quite surprised because you had there were 4 of us who were in the
That
same day.
Yeah.
The 2 really, or one had a really light complexion,
Yeah.
and she healed faster than the 2 of us did.
I think it might be an age thing, because one of the that fast
she was a
healer
little bit
was like
younger, not much
15
younger.
years younger. Maybe, I don't know. You know, I think everyone's a little different with this, and I usually just say a week. I'm finding it hard to get used to Vaseline sticking on the pillow.
Yes.
Is CeraVe Healing Ointment a good alternative? Yeah, you can try that. What I would say about Vaseline is use a thinner layer.
Don't slap it on.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like gooey.
Also, I tend to use it down the center of my face and not the sides.
Oh, right, yeah. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea.
Or get the Sleep and Glow pillow, and then you have that scooped out bit.
Do you know how
I have
many
a Sleep and Glow.
emails they've sent me that Sleep and Glow company?
I know,
They-
but it's a good pillow. It
Is
works.
Okay.
And so if you've got an owie ear, you said your ear pierced, also has that dip in there, it works well.
Yeah.
All sorts of reasons.
Okay.
But
Great
sorry,
pillow.
so Pond cold cream,
That one's good too.
is that, it's not as good as Vaseline, but
No.
does it also stop water coming out of your
Yeah,
skin?
to a point. All creams will do that to an extent, but nothing does it as well as Vaseline does it.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has to do with occlusion.
And another person sent me a message saying that they cannot use Vaseline because it clogs their pores. Please explain.
Yeah, so it doesn't clog pores.
Okay. It doesn't clog pores.
I can't explain that because you know why I can't
But
explain it?
everybody believes
Yeah,
that it does.
But because I can't, you know what? So so just not to talk about my book again, but in the book when I went into that chapter about pore cleansers and moisturizers, where people always ask me, oh, but it clogs pores. I had to do an entire section about what is pore clogging. So what is comedogenicity? Because I can't explain why Vaseline doesn't clog pores unless you understand what the
Well,
whole concept is. What is a pore?
What is a pore?
Why does it get
Right.
clogged? What does clogging a pore mean? What does comedogenicity mean? Where does that term come from? So it's like there's like 4 pages. Oh, it's not that long.
Am I going to understand your
Yeah, it is because obviously it was edited by a non-medical person.
Right. Okay.
And she even questioned like, do we need to include this much detail? I'm like, yes, we do, because this is such an important topic that I have a really hard time explaining to people. So if you really want to understand why Vaseline does not clog pores, you'll have to read that in chapter part 3, chapter 6 or something. So, check out Medical Medium for Acne. That sounds like a psychic.
It does. He's a psychic medical person. How
Different.
What do you think of Differin gel?
I think it's
I've
good.
used that. Differin. So there's Acretin and Differin. What's the difference between those two?
So acretin is tretinoin, so that's a first generation retinoid, and so that just means when it was like invented. And then Differin is adapalene, which is a 3rd generation retinoid. So it's meant. So basically, the difference is that tretinoin works on all the retinoic acid receptors. Again, very well explained in the book. All retinoid acid receptors, and adapalene only functions on RXR gamma or one of them. So there's 6 different subsets of retinoic acid. There's 2 types in which, and then there's 3 subsets within each type. So there's
You
6.
lost me.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. It's in the book.
Okay.
Well, I have to read that section out. But
I
so
know
that's the
people
difference.
since I've been in Dubai, and
Yeah.
actually before I met you, because we can buy Acretin and Differin over the
Over the
counter,
counter.
and it's really cheap.
Yeah.
They buy both and they use them alternate nights.
Yeah. So you don't need. I would just use tretinoin.
You just use
Yeah.
Acretin.
I would always go for tretinoin over Differin myself. But yeah, if you only have Differin gel available, then that's one you should use.
Do you ever get spots?
Yes. I
Yes.
have been on eczema.
And I normally message her to have got a spot.
I'm like, oh my god, seriously? Like,
No, you say so have I.
yeah, so
most
have
of the
I
time.
got a little tiny one here.
Yeah, I'm much
I'm
better
not sure
at
why.
not touching my spots.
Yeah.
And actually putting Vaseline on. So I've got a spot coming through in the day.
Yeah.
I put Vaseline on at night, and 9 times out of 10 it's gone.
Because Vaseline is very anti-inflammatory, and it's antibacterial, which is why we put it on scars like immediately after surgery on the face.
There
We
you
immediately apply
go.
it to like noses and things.
Another source for
But
Vaseline.
yes, I have it on Accutane, and so have you.
Yes.
But a long time ago. What are your favorite treatments for rosacea bump spots? My favorite treatment is oral isotretinoin or Accutane. Ooh, let's talk neck.
Oh, yes.
What can you do for a more youthful full neck? Horizontal lines.
If I think about it, I put Vaseline on my neck at night time. But I have noticed recently in pictures, but it's not bad, but the skin could do with
But you had that done as part of your...
moisture. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
I mean, we could do some Profilo in your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a long time treatment?
I do, yeah. I mean, for temporary, people like Profilo in the neck. But there's nothing...
Botox?
No, well, I don't think it does anything for the horizontal lines.
Right.
So the horizontal
Oh, it
lines...
does for those things. For
Platismal
those.
bands. If you have very strong platismal bands, which you do, then yes, you can relax those if you don't like that look.
Turkey neck!
You're peeling. Yeah.
I'd like to know how many things I've been called on this.
People have called you turkey neck?
No,
Oh.
no, I did.
Oh.
What
can I do to my
so no,
skin?
but so what do you do for neck? So you can do CO2 laser.
Yeah, it doesn't do. It doesn't. It's okay. It's not fabulous
It's not great.
for lines.
Vaseline must help, though.
Well, that's just
for
temporary.
the wrinkly.
Yeah, it can help. I mean, really, a neck lift, skin tightening, removing that residual excess skin, is very helpful, and Profilo, but nothing really for the horizontal lines. Kinda like
Amira.
how my neck gets when I start to.
Touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my skin when I put cream on, my face goes very red.
Yeah.
What can I do to my skin as it's peeling from tretinoin?
So Amira, I would take a few days off using it. So just take a few days off, and then you can also, for example, you can alternate tretinoin with like a glycolic to help with exfoliating away that skin at the beginning of your treatment. So that's where your Neostrata products can come in quite helpful. But any kind of glycolic, even like The Ordinary makes a glycolic toner, though I don't like toners and I don't like The Ordinary.
I like toners.
You could, for example, use that to help with the... Because you
Especially
do
when my
that.
skin, when my skin is peeling.
Peeling.
I love to go over the toner. It just makes me feel like I've got rid of it.
Yeah, and then you can put makeup on without having...
Oh my gosh, putting makeup
Flakiness.
on when it's flaky, it's
really-
a
it's a
complete
nightmare.
nightmare.
I'm losing the fat on the tip.
Top lip?
Oh, top lip. Yeah, as you get older. Are you coming to Brazil to launch your book? Oh, that's not a bad idea, Adriana. Yeah, maybe we will do that.
Is that what you're doing?
What's your... No, I'm
What's
going
the
on
book
holiday.
called?
Skintelligent, What You Really Need to Know to Get Great Skin, available on Amazon. Procedures for even skin tone. I don't really do
olive
procedures
skin.
for even... I would just use hydroquinone and tretinoin. So yeah. Does Accutane deal with the bacterial side of acne? No, it's not an antibiotic, but it deals with everything else, other parts of acne, so it gets rid of them.
Let's have a look and see what we've got on here.
you can see questions on this? Oh, tag your profile and your book.
I'm 35
How do we do
and have, bruising. Had an issue with bruising and scratching on my legs with no apparent cause.
I can't really answer that. Yeah, I don't know. You must be doing something, but there's nothing wrong with you. I mean, I guess from a medical point of view, are you on anticoagulants? Do you have low platelets? Like, there's those kind of things you would look at if someone talks about easy bruising. But or do you take steroids, oral steroids, like for inflammation, not anabolic steroids, but oral steroids, those can cause easy bruising as well. So there's all those kind of things.
It is weird when you get bruises and you don't remember getting them.
Yes, I have that too. Like, I have a big one on my thigh. I don't know how I got that. I must have hit something
You
in the
must,
gym.
you'd
must
think
have
you would
been.
know.
Yeah,
Think you
but-
would know exactly when and where it happened.
You never know.
Any more questions?
Oh, wait, you just got to the other... Are you going all the way to the bottom?
I am, because we went
Oh.
went back.
Yeah, excellent retinol. Yeah, okay.
Yes, retinoid is very good. You can use it around your eyes.
How-
Well, in fact, then we use that all over our faces.
All over faces, yeah.
Around our
I'll
eyes.
just start with try on sensitive skin. Start with the lowest percentage strength you can get. Use a little bit.
0.025.
0.025 is the lowest commercial available, and then just do it like twice a week, for example.
Any further news on the eye correction
Oh,
procedure?
yes.
No, watch this space. I might go back to England. I might do it in England. We're going back to England in May.
When
I
in May?
think.
We don't know. Before the 19th or after?
Well, I'll be staying with you
Or in my house.
or in your house.
Oh,
So
I should have brought you.
I'm really sorry. I haven't gone any further, and my husband keeps putting me off. To be honest,
You
because
doing
he
the
doesn't
eyes?
want me to do it.
Yeah, but what's the recovery time from that procedure?
I think it's quite quick. You do one eye 1 week and the other
Oh,
eye the other
so you have
week.
to stay in London for like
But he
over a
just
week.
doesn't want me to do it.
Why? It's a simple procedure.
Because it's an eye operation.
I've had LASIK to my eyes. That was fun. Not really.
Did you have a patch?
No, because they did both eyes. I just looked like someone had like did both eyes. It looked pretty scary, but it was amazing actually. You can see immediately for gentle
Yeah, that's
exfoliating.
exciting.
Yes, exciting. Are glycolic and salicylic acid similar? Yeah, for gentle exfoliating they are. I see all these different acid toners I like to use to remove flaky skin. Also, what percentage would you recommend? I would probably say go to the lowest percentage you can use, but it does depend.
Toner.
Yeah, it does depend on which acid, because like glycolic, for example, you can go up to like 7-10% glycolic toners, but with salicylic commercially you can only get up to 2%. So anything above 2% would be considered a medicine, so it's prescribed. Even in Dubai you can't get up to 2%. So yeah, it depends on the acid basically. They're all a bit different.
Oh, somebody said they did it last week, and they're fabulous. It's fabulous. Oh my god.
Did you do both eyes or just one eye? Maga?
Yeah, let's find out.
Yeah, let's see what she says. Can you talk hair scalp serums? Yeah, like for hair loss. Do you still use your hair loss serum?
Yes.
Yeah, so hair loss serum.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not a hair loss serum. As well. In fact, I've got a good head of hair,
You do?
and I don't. Yeah. I think having interviewed you and many other people about hair loss, it is so much in your
Genetic.
much of it is in your head about hair loss.
Yes.
You know, you look at your hairbrush and you just go, oh, I'm losing
I
hair.
have tons of hair in my hairbrush.
Yes.
Yeah,
But it's
shedding.
different for different people, and the more they stress about it,
The worse
the worse
they feel it is.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
incredibly.
Like it's in the plug, and
It's-
it's on the floor, and it's
So what you're saying is incredibly subjective.
yes.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Subjective. So when patients come to me, and this at least once a day, I get a hair loss patient, and they go to me and they say, I've lost lots of hair, all my hair's falling out, I can see it all over the floor, it's all over my pillow, it's everywhere, it's gotten worse than it used to be, and my ponytail is so much thinner than it was, and they go like this with it, and it's usually hair like mine. They're like, my ponytail is so much thinner,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay, well, I've never seen you before, so to me, objectively, I would never look at you and say, oh my god, look at your thin ponytail.
No, I think
Yeah.
when I am working and somebody says your hair's thinner, then I'll panic. But right now, when people do my hair, they say, "Oh, you have such thick hair." I think, okay,
Well, yeah.
I can relax.
You do, but also just like hair can feel thinner if
Different
lots of
haircuts,
conditioner in it, different haircuts.
Yeah,
You know,
straightens.
straightens, curly. If you blow dry, it feels more voluminous than if you don't blow dry.
Yeah.
Like, and also I find that when people have hair loss, or they think they're losing hair, they stop washing their hair as often. They stop styling it because they're worried about that
Do you know,
affecting it.
I only wash my hair twice a week these days.
Okay.
And I think the less you do to your hair, the
But
better.
you do a lot. You have things done to
I
your
do
hair
have
all
a
the
lot.
time.
Yeah.
So like I wash my hair every day.
Do you?
I do. I have
Do
to
you
wash my
just
hair.
rinse it, or do you
No,
just
I
actually wash
I
it?
wash the scalp. So I wash my scalp with my special shampoo, and then I just put conditioner in the end. So I don't let the shampoo touch the end.
Do you prescribe your shampoo to yourself?
I do. Well, yes, I prescribe it to myself, and I just wash my scalp because I get so sweaty, especially now. I've been getting really sweaty in the gym. I think it's warm around here.
It is getting warm.
Yeah, so I'm getting really sweaty, and I can't go to work with like sweaty hair, obviously. So, but my hair doesn't really get that dry in the ends, even though it's bleached on the end because of my highlights. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't feel that bad today. Oh, it's a little dry. I don't really use any products. though.
Somebody's asking about coconut oil for skin and hair.
yeah,
hair,
so-
it is great.
Yeah, it has been studied that for benefits for the skin, and it's also considered to be slightly antibacterial, so it's quite good for skin. It's actually, I can't remember specifically what there's been a paper about coconut oil, but it was like from 2005 or something. It's referenced in the book. No, seriously,
It is.
because there's a bit about coconut oil in the book.
But not good for skin, or olive oil?
No, it's good.
for
It's
skin?
olive oil that's not great for skin. So I wouldn't use olive oil on your face as a moisturizer or on your scalp.
Right.
So it can cause dandruff. It's the eye correction procedure for presbyopia, which is not as straightforward as procedure for you have
Presbyopia, yeah.
I don't know much about eyes. For myopia or other eye conditions, that's what makes the decision to have the operation difficult. Maybe you should do it with my friend, the ophthalmologist.
Well, funnily enough, the guy that I met here, yeah, it is really expensive. I think maybe that is the other thing
That's in
that
euros.
is putting me off. Yeah, but it's.
How much is
then
it
the
in
lenses
pounds?
are 7,000 dirhams each. That's over £1,000 each for the lenses. So it is quite a lot of money.
Maybe you can do it in Brazil.
Yeah, no.
No.
Do you recommend it? Can you imagine walking around this beautiful city for the first time with an eye patch on?
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. We'll look after you. Oh wait, I
so
changed
do
lentils. My mom used to put on her hair. Can you recommend hair serum?
Yes. You
Like minoxidil for growth. I don't recommend like hair. I just use any oil on my ends.
I think the other thing about hair serums is that you have to use them forever.
Yes, you do have to use them forever.
If
Like the
you
growth
start, it's
serum.
like lash
We're
serum.
talking about growth serum.
Yes.
Growth. Yeah, like minoxidil. Yeah.
It's like lash serum. You use it, your lashes are longer. You stop using it, they stop
correct.
being as long.
Oh,
So
this
it's the same with hair.
London VIP guest list. Should we follow you? Hi Caroline. When are you running your next ultra?
I have no plans,
No
and we're about to hit summer here, so I won't be doing any long running here.
DHA cleansing oil. It's not olive oil based, but it has olive oil in it. But it's you still rinse it off, so it's fine. Is it safe for acne prone sensitive skin? Yeah, I mean it's safe. You should just try it and see. It's not expensive. That one. What was
But
the
hang on
serum?
a second, you're saying it's okay to use?
No, it's a cleanser. It's not olive oil based. It has olive oil in it, but it's an oil cleanser. It's fine.
I love an oil cleanser.
Yeah, me too. Which serum? Oh. Which was serum you mentioned for eyebrows, and you said it was expensive? Oh no, we're saying the Revitalash. Yeah, but that don't just get Bimatoprost because don't waste your money on Revitalash.
No.
It's so expensive. The patch is only for 3 hours.
Oh.
Is that true?
Oh, I know you're tempting me, and I do like this German doctor I met here. But
Here?
I still might do it in England. I'm going to contact Moorfields in England. I
Oh,
think.
cool. That's where I had my eye surgery. I saw my guy was named. I can't remember his name because it was in 2009. Are you recommending an OTC hydroquinone? You can use an OTC hydroquinone if you can buy it in your country, but you can't always do it. Oh, the prescription lash serum. Do you prescribe it in your London clinic? Yeah, I prescribe it in London. I prescribe it in Dubai. Hello, Poland. I can prescribe it everywhere.
Everywhere.
Do it in Colombia. They have the best eye doctor. It would probably be $1,600 for both eyes.
Ooh.
Is that for the presbyopia
Colombia.
surgery? I'll go to Colombia.
Yeah, but how much is it going to cost to get there?
That's true. I'll have a holiday. You can have your eye surgery. Do you,
Vitamin C serum.
no, I don't
I
use it.
used to use vitamin C,
You did
and
you?
because everybody said to
Yeah,
me,
you have to
use
use
it. It's so good, and I do remember thinking that it made me look quite bright.
Okay,
My skin looked
good.
bright. But you're not a believer
No, I'm not.
in the science.
I'm not. It's in the book. There's a whole chapter on vitamin C and why. God, everything's in the book.
Is there?
Yeah. Everything, because the thing is, everything that we talk about, all the kind of inspiration for the book topics all come from these lives and all the
Yes.
questions.
We definitely do not do
We do
face yoga.
again in the book.
In fact, we haven't got a. Normally, when somebody suggests that, we get a pencil out or a chapstick and we start rolling it around our faces. No,
I feel
don't
younger
do-
already. I feel younger.
Oh look, David's awake.
Oh,
Hi,
come on,
David.
David. I feel younger already.
Was your operation for presbyopia? Yeah, yes, it was Inna. I think Inna said that. As I get older, my eyelashes become less. What do you recommend? So,
Yeah.
lash serum isn't going to give you more hairs because it only keeps the hairs that are there in for longer,
Yes.
therefore being
Yes,
longer
but you'll
lashes.
still have even in your. It's probably because your hair isn't growing as long anymore potentially as you get older, though don't quote me on that. But I think you probably still have a decent amount of lashes, so you would just use the lash serum on there. Which eyebrow product
Oh no, that one you're going to like that one better.
will we be able to purchase your book? You can already purchase the book on Amazon.com, I believe.
Which eyebrow product do you have used? Eyebrow product. I had nano blading. They are not coloured, my eyebrows. I've got some white hairs that have just started to come through. Otherwise, what do I use? Oh, Refy, R-E-F-Y. I love as a gel, brow gel, love it. I can't tolerate Retin-A. What suggestions?
You can, you just need to use it differently. So you probably need to use less or use a lower strength.
I use it every other day.
Yeah, my book's not on Amazon.com.
Somebody's asked if I've had my boobies done. Yes, I have. My boobies job. Yes, I had a boobies job
Is that the question?
in my 30s. Yeah, there. Do you have boobies job?
Nice. Why is it available on Amazon.com? I do not know.
What else? Anything? Does anything work on cellulite?
Yeah, possibly. Oh yeah, she may answer my messages. Yes, it's called Quo, Q-W-O. It's only available in the United States at the moment.
Oh, is this one that you wanted to trial?
Yes, I'm waiting for it to become licensed in the UK and in Dubai so I can get my paws on it. It's called Quo, Q-W-O, and it's an injection which it goes into all the areas of your cellulite, and it's meant to dissolve the fascia that's holding the fat down. Because that's what.
And you can't wait to try it.
I cannot wait to
Cannot
get.
wait.
So I don't really have cellulite to inject myself, which I probably do, but I just probably can't see it because it's on your, butt.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, you have a look, and then
Yeah.
I will probably try it on myself at some point. Yeah, is it good for our face muscles?
Yeah.
No, because you don't.
It is good. She's saying it is good.
Oh,
for
it is
our
good.
Face muscles.
What, yoga?
Yes.
Face yoga. Well, if
Same.
you like it, then go for it. But I wouldn't recommend it to my patients.
But why shouldn't everybody be doing it?
Because moving your facial muscles is what causes wrinkles to begin with. So if you purposely do it all the time, that's the exact opposite of what you want to be doing. So like I tried to get Botox, it stops you from using your frontalis muscle and stops you from using these muscles here, so that you do not create lines.
So Botox stops you using muscles.
So it stops you from
But yoga, face yoga is...
encourages you to use them.
Yes. I'd never thought of it that way.
Yeah, so we purposely want to paralyze, that's what Botox does.
Yes.
Or relax the muscles so that you do not move your forehead, your frontalis muscle, so you do not create lines.
Right.
That's
How
what
many
Botox
muscles
does.
do we have in our faces?
Oh, a lot. A lot. More than 50, I think. Like a lot. There is a number, and I used to know this number, and it sounded really clever when I just said it.
You've forgotten.
I don't remember how many. So yeah, Botox. Yeah.
What about
I know.
niacinamide?
My book for some reason isn't available on Amazon.com yet, which is really weird.
But you'll find out.
I need to sort that out ASAP, basically. Niacinamide, not a fan. I wouldn't bother.
What is niacinamide?
Niacinamide is a vitamin B type thing that people put into creams. Doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
Sorry.
People get so excited. You see an ingredient and then it's
Yes.
everywhere and you
Sodium
think, I
levels,
need that.
Sulfate and cleanses irritable. It can be. So SLS can cause irritation, contact dermatitis in certain people.
Are you likely to get it from it? Or can
Not
you
most
you've
people
already
know.
got it?
You can have an irritation from it, yeah.
Alfie.
Oh, Alfie, very sunny London. Oh, good. That's good to hear. It's very sunny here.
Yeah, it'll be snowing
Yeah.
when you get back.
It will be snowing.
When you
Snowing.
get back.
Yes, my book is available on Amazon UK, and it's also available on Amazon.ae, I think, but for some reason not .com. But they'll probably sort that out ASAP. What can I use for surgery scars after boob jobs? There's not a lot, like Vaseline.
I think also that's got a lot to do with genetics.
Yeah, how your scars look is very genetic. It has to do with tension, what kind of surgery you had. So if you just had a little incision to insert an implant, that's going to be a very small scar. If you had proper, like, a reduction and whatever, because I'm not a plastic surgeon, but you may have like one of those
Teeth thing.
anchor
Yeah.
scars,
Yeah.
and that kind of scarring doesn't do very well because of the tension on the skin.
But there are some good. There are some skin products that you can buy. Some healing.
Yeah. So there is no evidence base for any of those,
Right.
unfortunately.
Interesting. Okay. So just look after it.
Yes, put Vaseline on it. Get the stitches out when you're meant to. If moving face muscles kept
I
you
love
younger,
that.
Jim Carrey would look like an infant. Yes, and I do love him.
Yes, and David also.
David too.
Yes.
David's extremely expressive.
Yes.
And he exercises facial muscles all the time.
Yeah, so
Are you
don't
listening,
use your
David?
face, because you're always saying to me when I go like that, you say don't do
Yeah,
that.
don't do that.
Don't use those
Don't
muscles.
do it. Just don't frown. And I tell my patients, like, don't frown. Oh, my book is available. Oh, on the book depository. Yes, and I think they. Oh, sorry, I just messed the whole thing up, didn't I? Oh, sorry. I don't know what I just did.
Can you use Botox and vertical lines above top lip? No, but I had Volite, which is a very thin
Yeah, it's
filler.
worked really well.
It has worked really well.
Yeah, it's worked
And
really
it just
well.
went straight in, and lots of places up here, and the lines are so much
Didn't
better.
she do it? Because I did. Have I done it to you? I think I have. Didn't she go like this transversely?
She might have done that.
Yeah, no, I don't
as
think
well.
you were paying attention.
It was
It's very
it was a lot
painful.
of injections,
And it was very painful. It is
Yeah.
very painful.
but very thin, and yeah, really happy with that.
Are silicone patches good to help heal scars after mole excision on the front of shoulder? I mean, you're not going to harm your skin by using a silicone patch, but it's probably not going to help either. But it's not going to be harmful. A silicone patch is just a plaster that's made of silicone. You just put it on there. It's a
Oh,
plaster.
but is that maybe that's blocking the moisture getting out?
Correct. So it is like an
Also, so like
occlusive emollient.
Vaseline.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could put a plaster with Vaseline on under
Yep.
the plaster.
Or just put the occlusive plaster on there. The same thing.
Is that a plaster that's sealed all the way
Yes,
around?
it's like a hydrocolloid patch.
Right.
Yes. So basically what you're doing with the hydrocolloid patch is you're basically doing what Vaseline does. So it keeps the moisture in. So hydrocolloid, those are not silicone patches. Those are hydrocolloid patches. So yes, it can be helpful because of the hydration aspect of it.
Mimi wants to know if that is Mimi. Why
It's not.
don't you like? It's another Mimi.
It's not your
Mimi
Mimi.
Toll.
Yeah.
Why don't you like the ordinary products? I used to have so many of those.
It's because, it's not the
Cheap and
products. Yeah,
cheerful.
cheap and cheerful. I like cheap and cheerful. Like I'm all about that. But what I don't like about the ordinary, it's not really the products. It's more the company. Is that they make skincare incredibly confusing by having
Oh my God, so
60,000
many. I
different
know.
products. It's like, come on, guys.
And when you
You
see
know?
people on a site, they'll say, "So can you just tell me how many and when do I use that?"
Yeah, and how do I
just
layer them? And oh my
shopping
god,
lists.
it's a shopping. And the way they sell stuff and the
It's
way they
very
put
clever.
it, it's clever because yes,
Useful packaging.
£5 each, but they sell you 50 of them.
Yeah.
That's very helpful for sales. But it just makes skincare so much more confusing than it needs to be. And the more products you use, the more likely you are to get irritation from them, folliculitis, contact dermatitis, problems developing from overuse of products. So that's why I don't like The Ordinary as a company. The products themselves are just, products. So I don't really have an opinion because they all just do the same thing. But the way that it's done by The Ordinary, that's what I don't like. So
It's clever.
It's clever and it's great for business, but it's
Yeah.
crap for skin. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Volite, Volite,
From Juvederm.
which is what I had injected in my top
You
lip.
look like my wife. She's 24 years old.
That's kind.
Can I mix
Jojoba
jojoba, not jojoba?
No, jojoba oil and other essential oils with Vaseline.
Yeah, you could do.
Or even vitamin E.
You don't really need to, but you can. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, just to make. I don't know why you do that. Because Vaseline is just fine enough. Best treatment for brown sunspots. Hydroquinone.
Hydroquinone inside your compounded
cream,
tretinoin.
preferably.
And you've upped my hydroquinone, I think. In my most
Yes, I
recent
did
one.
because you have a bit more. You asked me to
Yeah.
do that though too because
Yeah, I
we
did.
have a little bit of pigment happening here.
Yeah, I think my hats are not getting me.
Yeah, it's just and maybe take it down to here because you have some pigmentation.
Yes, somebody
Happening
said I
here.
have behind my ear. I'm
Yeah.
really
So this area needs a little bit.
pigmented.
Here. So
Okay.
here and here. And, this is better though around the hairline.
It is much
Yeah,
better.
that's better.
Good Fate Tan.
You
What's
like
the-
that
what-
Lux Tan one you were
Lux
using.
Tan.
I've
yeah.
never used that.
Luxe Tan.
I use
But
whatever.
they have so many products
Yeah,
now.
there's so many self tanners.
Really difficult if you have white hair though, because you've just got a white line around, or otherwise you colour your hair and then it disappears here and then you're left with a brown line here. I find it really,
Yeah, it's
really
really
hard.
difficult. What product via Strata Glycolic do I need for face with hydroquinone? They don't make a product with hydroquinone that I'm aware of. I don't think.
No, the cream I was using didn't have
No, I
it.
didn't have it. Your opinion on thiamidol. I know what that is, but I don't know what that is enough to answer your question. So
Is
it's
it
not
a
in the.
treatment or a
I don't know. It's
cream?
not. It's not in my book. I have to
Okay.
look that up. Oh yeah, we love it when we're together answering questions as well. How do you inject above the lip? I do it transversely, but I may start doing it also. I have to talk to Claudia. But
Yeah.
I may start doing it in.
Because
Like,
in
into the skin.
back in the day, they would inject up the lines,
Yeah.
but you always miss the line.
You always miss the line.
You cannot get filler into a line, and everybody gets these. I haven't smoked since I was 27.
I've never smoked. Are there any types of acne Accutane doesn't work for? Nope, it works for every. Well, there aren't that many types of acne, to be fair, but it works for acne. If you have OTC, Tret, and hydroquinone, does Tret go on first? It doesn't really matter because they all get mixed together when you put them on
Like
your face.
eating strawberries and steak.
Or like trifle. Can you go over the protocol of why is it doing that?
Because
I
you're
didn't touch
touching it.
Can you go over the protocol of using hydroquinone with Retin-A? You speak too fast. Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter how you use it. If you're using the product separately, you can put one on then the other. It doesn't matter. They all get mixed together on your face anyway. It's not an issue. What would you recommend for a sun-damaged chest? My doctor recommended photodynamic therapy, but it looked pretty invasive. You need to talk, because I don't know what kind of sun damage you have. Do you have
What is photodynamic therapy?
PDT? Photodynamic therapy is when you
So a machine.
no, well, yeah, it's a phototherapy machine, but it's you put on a photosensitizing cream, you leave it on for like 3 hours, and you have the light shine on there on that specific patch. But it's used for. I only would ever use it to treat superficial basal cell carcinoma, not for sun damage on the chest. I don't actually offer that treatment anywhere because there's better things to do.
The other thing is that if you're going to treat your chest, that means never going in the sun again.
Yeah, correct. That's the other thing.
And that is the reason I haven't done anything but my face, because I love the sun.
Yes, you do, but you're good about keeping your face out of the sun.
Yeah, just have to
Caroline,
cover
when did you
myself up.
start going grey?
Late 20s probably, and I fought it until about 8 years ago.
Because you were blonde.
I went ash blonde.
Yes.
To go to make the transition.
She looked like Princess Diana.
Apparently.
Because you
so.
had
I did
the
actually,
short
yes.
hair and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. With prescription hydroquinone, I want to add Neostrata. You'd use your glycolic in the morning or separate from the hydroquinone. You can combine them, but
Yes,
it's
that's what I was doing.
Yeah, you can do that, but then I don't know, because I do it in a compounded cream, but then they're made to be together, so I wouldn't just generally recommend that. What solution are available to treat and prevent myelin, the white stubborn heads? Yeah, so there's no
get
way.
those. They're
yeah.
funny things.
There's no way to prevent them, but like yesterday I extracted one from the eyelid just right here. So I stick a needle in them and then squeeze them out.
So that's what you had to make the hole big enough to get it, because it's
Yeah.
a little round
It's
piece
a little
of fat.
yeah. Well, no, it's keratinized tissue. It's like an inclusion cyst. It's not fat.
Right.
So with this I just take it. I stuck a needle in it and I squeeze it until the little ball came out.
On yourself.
No, on a patient, obviously.
Okay. I'm sorry my video ended so abruptly. For some reason Instagram said that somebody was trying to get into my account and asked me to change my password mid-live. So please follow me, follow Dr. Natalia of course, for the best skin that you can get. And if you've got any questions, DM me.